So, one thing you may have noticed is that the Gmail app on your phone actually is going to behave a little bit differently, of course, than the web browser. But it does have a lot of the same features. They're just going to be stashed in slightly different places. So, let's take a look at my phone here. I've got my Gmail app up right now. And I could certainly read one of these messages. If I go ahead and tap on one, I'll go with this first one here. I can read that message, and then at the top I see the envelope icon. This little envelope right up here, there we go. That is my mark as unread button. So even though right now I'm only looking at my unread email, I can tap that and it's going to pop back in and be an unread message again. But maybe I've seen this, or I want to look at it later, or it's stuff coming from, Facebook or other social media or something like that, and I want to just deal with it right on my screen here. I have some swipe actions that I can use. So I can swipe one direction and trash that. That's what the little trash can, of course, is for. And I can swipe the other direction right now, and I can archive this message. But this is something that you can customize and set up for yourself. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to undo what I just did. Perfect. I'm going to tap the three lines up in the top corner here. So right up here. Those. And I scroll past. I've got lots of different labels and things here. You can see I can show either everything or just my unread messages. I can look at my starred and snooze stuff, whatever I need. But if I scroll past all of that, I get down to the bottom. That's where I'm going to see my settings. If I tap on settings, there we go. Then I get in my case, both of the accounts that I use with this app. But right now, the swipe actions are going to affect both of them. It's anything I do in this particular app. So I'm going to tap on my swipe actions. And there you can see I've got my right swipe set up for archive, and I've got my left swipe set up for delete. But you can choose that. Maybe you don't want to risk deleting stuff ever. So I can tap right here on left swipe and look at my other choices. So I could archive that like the other one, so that left or right it's going to do the same thing. I could mark as read or unread. So if I was looking at something and I just wanted to mark it as read quickly, vice versa. I could snooze something pretty quickly if I knew I was like gonna look at that later. I need that to go away and come back. I could move it to a particular label if I just want to label something real quick, or I could do none if I want to prevent the swipe from doing anything at all. Basically, I could just set it to none, and I could even set my left and my right to none if I just didn't want that to be a feature. But the way I have it set up right now, I can either archive or trash stuff pretty quickly. And it means if I come back here and I tap my three lines and I go to the top here and I chose everything, well, now I've got all the mail sitting in my inbox there. And I can go through and find something like, let's see what's a good example. If I've got any good here, Google Currents. I could take that one and swipe right, and I can trash that. Or I can say undo, swipe the other direction, and archive that for later. So it gives me a real quick, easy way to deal with some of my mail. Just swipe, 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 even if I haven't opened it. And that's a quick way to customize what you're doing with your app.